I am here today to give you the race preview. The race, Watkins Glen, 2.45-mile road course, and it's probably the fastest road course. Well, I don't know how fast the Roval is, but it's a pretty fast road course. You got your long straightaways, you got the front stretch, you got the back stretch, which is long going into the bus stop, and then you got that other stretch going into the last two turns. I don't know what they call that. But it's coming off the carousel. You carry a decent amount of speed down there into the hard left turn, make another hard right turn back to the start-finish line. So yeah, Watkins Glen. I've been there. If you haven't seen that video, should be under my NASCAR playlist, and you can find it there. NASCAR Watkins Glen 2016. It should be called that. So yeah, but we're going to talk about the race and what I think is going to happen. Well, I'm not going to get everything, but here's the starters. They did do post-qualifying inspection again, which I like. Paul Menard, who qualified 14th, and Kurt Busch, who qualified 21st, they failed, so they will be starting at the back. I think they're still going through an inspection right now. But why I like the post-qualifying inspection, venues like Watkins Glen only get one race a year, which means people that live up there only get to go to one race a year, assuming they don't travel other places. So they get to see their favorite driver once a year. And when you do the pre-qualifying inspection, let's say like Kevin Harvick, that time he failed 3 times and wasn't able to get out there. Your favorite driver is Kevin Harvick. Then you don't get to see, you want to go to, and you go to everything. You go to practices, qualifying, the race. You want to see your favorite driver. And let's say he doesn't get to qualify. You don't get to see your favorite driver qualify the one time a year you get to see him. So that I think they're doing that just for the fans mainly. I do like it because, it penalizes more than the other way, because if you could still get out there after failing inspection 3 times, you could go win the pole with a kind of illegal car. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. I could go more into detail in a separate video later this week if you want me to. If you want me to, tell me in the comments. But the favorites, I think, let's face it, big 3. Kyle Busch is starting on the outside the front row, 2nd place. Truex qualified 4th. And Kevin Harvick qualified 16th. Last time he had a qualifying like that was at New Hampshire, and I said he's going to be a disappointment. He ended up winning, so not going to put him in my disappointments. That's just bad. But big 3, obviously the favorites this weekend. Another favorite, I would say, is A.J. Allmendinger. Road course guy. Knows the way around the place, guys. One and only career win there. This is his last real shot at the playoffs. They could win somewhere else, but this is their best shot. This is their best place. Joey Logano, he won the Xfinity Series race. He is starting in the top 10, 6th place. And then Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott's shown speed all weekend. He had the fastest car in second practice, and he had the fastest car in the first round of qualifying, and he ended up qualifying 3rd. And they got momentum from the last 2 weeks with the 2 stage wins, the top 10s, top 5. So, that team's starting to find speed in their cars, which is good for them. And yeah, moving on to disappointments. I only got 2 down because, some of these guys are hard to put down on disappointments. Like Keselowski qualified 18th, Boyer 19th. Those guys are pretty good at road courses, so I didn't really want to put them down. And the way Keselowski drove yesterday, he drove a really good race until he spun himself out at the Xfinity race, so I didn't put him down. My 2 disappointments are Kurt Busch, because he qualified 21st, and then he failed inspection, so that's not good for that team. And then Austin Dillon, he qualified like 30th, and, yeah. In this segment of my episode, we will knock out the surprises of the race and the race pick. So here we go. Surprises. 2 guys qualified exceptionally well. Casey Kane in the 95 qualified 10th. Top 10 qualifying spot for him, made to the final round of qualifying to get a 10th place start. It's very good for him. I looked up his career stats at Pocono. At Watkins Glen, sorry. And they are not very good. He's averaging like a 20th place finish, but for that car to qualify 10th, that's pretty good. So I'd have to say Casey Kane might be fighting for a top 10, top 15 at the end of the day. So if you want to burn a fantasy race on him and not waste one on Harvick, Busch, or Truex, you could use him and save up those big three races for later in the year. And you could do the same for this next guy because he's a pretty good road course driver. Michael McDowell, he qualified 12th in the number 34. He's always been a pretty good road course racer. He's won an Xfinity race at a road course. I'm pretty sure he's gotten some top 10s at road courses in the Cup Series. So he's definitely good at these road courses. And I'd say watch out for him to get in the top 10 by the end of the day. Once again, if you want some fantasy points from a guy who you can burn a race on and you don't want to waste one on Truex, Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, Eric Jones, someone like that, you could use Casey Kane or Michael McDowell. That would be a good, solid pick for you because I think at the end of the day, they could end up getting in the top 10 and be fighting for some stage points, which should get you some extra bonus points in fantasy. So, there's some fantasy advice for you for all you fantasy live NASCAR people out there. The fantasy livers, I don't know what we call ourselves. Just look it up. But, moving on to the race pick, here we go. At this rate, Martin Truex Jr., so Martin Truex Jr. 2 weeks ago was Harvick, last week it was Kyle Busch. At this rate, Martin Truex Jr. Defending race winner, he qualified 4th. He won at Sonoma. He's won the last, 2 road races? He won last year at Watkins Glen, this year at Sonoma. I mean, he's looking strong. Good qualifying speed. Good speed in the car this weekend. He's had good speed in the past. He won Sonoma, as I said. Won Watkins Glen last year. So road courses he's really good at road courses. So I'd say he's my pick and to watch out for him. AJ Allmendinger, I think he'll finish second in disappointment. I think he'll be like last corner. He'll try to go for a dive bomb. He'll miss. And, he'll be so far ahead of third place that he'll just get second. But who knows? I don't know. I'm just going to pick Truex to win. That's all I got for today. Thank you for watching this Watkins Glen race preview and predictions. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you like other videos, subscribe and share with other people you think would like the video. So that's all I have. Thank you for watching. Race recap will come tomorrow.